Hello and welcome to Naivety Gaming. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 56th episode of Cheap Weekly Thrills. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I browse Steam and find games that have been released in the past week for $5 or less. And this week is the week of October 23rd, 2018, and it is a Tuesday as always. And unfortunately for this week, we have to go a little bit further back to find our game for this week. And the game for this week is actually called Hiding Spot. Hiding Spot is a difficult puzzle game about isolating yourself. Build a safe place, huddle up, and get cozy. The developer and publisher is Corey Martin. It was released on October 16th, 2018, and it has a price of $2. Unfortunately, it's not on sale, but I still think it could be a very fun game for only a very small price tag. As you can tell in the text, it's kind of like a Sokuban type of puzzle game where you move different types of objects around, and the purpose is to kind of, put your character in the 1x1 square, kind of behind different objects. So, let us try out Hiding Spot by Corey Martin. Hello and welcome to Hiding Spot, a game where you kind of put yourself in a little box. I was a little bit worried about the subject of the game. I was curious if this was a subject of more of a violent type of setting, but I think this game is more or less about an individual who has anxiety, much like actually quite a lot of us who are, viewers and watchers. I think this is a game that can kind of more or less hit more towards home. Because there are a lot of times where, you just kind of... The outside world is not a very fun place, and it's unfortunately rather cruel in a couple of different ways. So... Oh, don't mind that, that's just the alarm. Let's just let that pass real quick. Alright, I think that alarm has finally gone off. We have a monthly or whatever kind of alarm test. But more or less my case is that there are a lot of times where I'd like to just kind of bundle up inside a little homemade fort that I made with my bunk bed and my futon and kind of pull down some covers and some drapes and just kind of play video games for a little bit. So I guess we all have these kind of desires to just kind of be alone every once in a while. Settings. What kind of settings do we have today? Music, sound effects, anti-aliasing, resolution, and back. Alright, that should be one thing to be aware of. When you're in the menu, do not hit the escape button, because they just thought that just means that means you should close out of the game. So, don't ever hit escape, just always hit spacebar, which is our confirm. So I'm using WASD so far for kind of my scrolling motions, and then I also have to use spacebar to, use arrow keys or WASD to move. Well, I want up or down to change floor. 2. Oh! It suddenly makes sense. So that first area is your level select. So I chose the first one of the second area. C to undo. Hold on. Said spacebar to pull. Space bar to pull. Move, undo, crouch. Okay. Can I pull anything in this room? Huh. Yeah, I'll leave room for now. Let's try, you know, first level and hope we can get somewhere. Okay, because that worked, weirdly enough. Yay, we did it. We've completed the first level. 102. Unfortunately, I think I saw this in the tutorial, so we'll move that one out. Well, I mean tutorial is that kind of intro video. Ah, perfect. So we're now quickly moving on to 103. If they consider that a closed off space, then I will not argue with them. Oh, I think I know. So I'll move this guy out here. Up and over and around. Uncrouch. Damn. Yeah, that's what I wanted, actually. Yeah, there we go. Nice and safe. To kind of... So my general first impressions of this game is that, you know, good art style. Controls at every so often are a little bit awkward, I'd like to say, and I did not want that. However, I think the environment is, you know, the ambiance and the sound effects are pretty well imagined. I think they will suit this kind of game that they're going for. Have not noticed any bugs yet. So far so good. And as always, because it's a puzzle game, I'm more or less enjoying myself, so. I think I'm getting... Oh... Yes! Aha! Damn it. I could be here a while, folks. I could be here a while. Oh, it should should not be as hard as I'm making it to be. Oh, that's oh, that's funny. Oh, that really is funny how that little casket like box was able to be lifted up by standing up. Oh. I want... Let's move that just all the way out. And yeah, we'll move that guy over as well. Okay. Ooh, I didn't think about that. What if I... let's try the living room and just restarting that one. Guess I was assuming that you could probably Because I was assuming that you could use this kind of backspace over here. But now that I'm reanalyzing this, I could possibly use this front little space, as you can see. But I'm not sure how... I'm not sure how you're supposed to get that over. There we go. I did it. Finally. Alright, this will definitely be my last level, which is number 107. J for jump? Nope. Almost had an idea. So I'm going to assume... Actually, I don't want that yet. Nope. So my thought is getting this lawn box over on top of the... Oh, what do you want to even call it? Getting it on top of the other kind of 2x3 white shelving section and being able to pull it across horizontally to hopefully wipe the, you know, file basket off of the top there. Okay, so I am going to move this back, pick this up. At least this guy's got good head strength. Got it. No, that's not what I mean. Crouch, move, move. Push it under. There we go. Now we're finally getting somewhere. So we'll move this over. We'll scooch on down. So close. Okay. So I actually need to go up and over here. Perfect. Achievement unlocked, first floor. So, that was Hiding Spot by Corey Martin. If you enjoyed this cheap weekly thrill, make sure to like and subscribe. We've got a lot of other great content coming on up. And don't forget to check out our recently released episode of Cheap Weekly Thrills, a year in review. I'll probably be talking about that for the better part of this next month still, as it turned out phenomenally. So please, if you have the chance, please check out Cheap Weekly Thrills, a year in review. We picked some of our top 10 favorite games, and then we gave a summary of all the other 52 some odd games, 42 other games, from that past year. So again, make sure to check that out. I think you guys really enjoy that. If you are an indie developer who has who is thinking about releasing a game in the next couple of weeks, make sure to send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. I'd love to be able to get in contact with you and actually review your game. I think our audience is very interested in seeing what other great new games are coming on out for very cheap price tag. So again, send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. So that was the 56th episode of Cheap Weekly Thrills, and I hope to see you guys next week in the 57th week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. Until then, take care, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.